I have questions. I have so many questions. You cannot believe the rabbit hole I have gone down this week. And you know what? It is so random and so strange, but we're going to go there together because I have questions. Hi everyone, it's Monday at the Mystical Magical Mansion, and this week we are going down a place that I never thought I would go before because my close friends and family know I am originally worked as a nurse for many years, and I don't like feet. They're not my thing. They're not my jam. Last week, when my husband was ticking off the list of all of the little jobs that we have to get done here in the house, which having a historic home, you have a million of them. But he was doing a little bit of touch-up, varnish, and repair to the buffet here in our dining room and to the claw feet. And I was struck by that. And I was so struck by that because why are their feet carved into the base of our dining room buffet? It's a beautiful, big, I believe this is a babinga wood, as we've been told. This gorgeous, it was custom built by Ephraim Dixon to be put into this space. But why are their paws? Why are their feet? Why are their toenails sticking out from underneath of this thing? Yes, down here at the base, you will see claw feet with their little nails. There are 4 of them. Claw feet is such a huge trend among antique furniture, historic furniture, expensive furniture, Chippendale furniture, Queen Anne, all of those styles. I want to know, where did it start? How did it become a thing? Is it a claw fetish? Is it a foot fetish? Are we going down some sort of weird foot fetish road this week? It's going to be a whole different demographic watching my videos this week, if that's true. And yes, I'm sure my mom is going to be asking my dad right now, what is a foot fetish? So anyway, let's dig in. Some of you might remember from my auction video from this summer, this is my vendetta chair. The vendetta bidding. It's got 2 swans carved in it. This was built right around 1900. And as you can see, 2 swans. And if we look down at the bottom, yep, there's claw feet. Gorgeous swans. And then there is the claw. It's a very classic claw holding the ball design. Here in my sunroom, one of my prized possessions, my beautiful old burgundy settee that I got at an estate sale. And if you look down, what do we have? We have claw feet. They are weird claw feet. They're not just like claw feet. They're some sort of creature feet. So if you look close, there are 3 toes, actual nails there. They go up, it looks like some sort of, definitely replicating a joint. They're on all 4 legs. And yes, this makes me feel like I need to dust a bit. Very unique, but more claws, more feet in my house. Oh, another chair with feet. And look, this chair is actually quite special because it sat underneath 4 feet of water for several days. And look, this thing is in perfect condition. There's a little bit of, obviously, some kind of worn spots on the finish. But if you look at everything else, nothing came apart. No, the joints, the wood didn't split. It's amazing. But look, claw feet. Yep, it's got them too. And this is like a llama or a camel or a sheep. I'm not sure what kind of foot that is, or it's supposed to be the deer foot, which was very much a style. Quite interesting. A small little footstool that I have, if you look closely, down at the bottom, it has the little traditional claw and ball design on its feet as well. They're everywhere. There are feet everywhere in my house. So why are they all here? Why are all of these feet, these claw things, on all of our furniture? So I did some research. Using the claw motif within furniture and decor goes back as far as the Egyptians. The Romans also used it. They were big about using tiger paws and tiger claws on a lot of their furniture because it was about stature, obviously being regal, and a symbol of strength. The pharaohs used it. Everybody's used it. So it's been around for a long time, but are we still using it? You don't see it very much. So when did that all change? When did we stop using claws? Are we still putting claws on our furniture? I need to dig a little bit deeper. I need to know. So even if you're not familiar with clawfoot furniture, you're probably very familiar with old clawfoot bathtubs. They've been around since the 1800s, and we have one original one here in the third floor bathroom of our house. This beautiful old bathtub is in great shape, still has all of its original plumbing, and look at these legs. Claw feet. This is why the name Clawfoot tub exists. It's just such a beautiful tub and in such amazing shape, and we just love this space. Then adding to all of my questions about feet, I don't know if I was just so focused on the lower 6 inches of the world this past week that I also found these at an antique store this weekend. They're an old pair of ladies' boots. Look at these. I have even more questions about these. Obviously lace-up boots, Victorian, so probably 1800s, maybe. I doubt if they're older than 1900. They have leather soles, sensible heels, but if you look at them, it's hard to tell which one's the left and which one's the right. And they're so narrow. How did you get your feet in here? How did this happen? Like, I know people were smaller, they were much smaller, but like, I have regular feet. I have regular size feet. I have pretty good feet. Look at this. Like, how did you get your foot in there, lady? How? Because it's about the same lengthwise. But how did you do this? How did you, like, did your feet look like claws? Did everybody's feet look like those claws on my settee? I'm so confused. Like, how narrow? Like, you had to their feet would be about 3 fingers wide. 3 fingers wide. Whose feet are this wide? How? I don't know. Maybe this is why everybody looks so pinched and unhappy in all of their portraits and pictures. Oh my gosh. How did this work? How did they do this? How? How were feet this small? How long did it take you to get these laced up? Did you get the left foot and the right foot mixed up? Because that could easily be done, because I can't really hardly tell the difference in these. They're definitely worn, so somebody had the soles are worn, so somebody clip-clopped along in these things in their long skirt. This had to hurt. These proper Victorian girls. She's probably thinking to herself, I really dread putting on those damn shoes. So from the research that I found, the claw and ball design actually began in the early 17th century. It started in the Orient, and as traders and people were moving around the world a little bit more, that design was brought over to Europe. And so in the Chinese mythology, it was a dragon's claw wrapped around a ball, and that was supposed to symbolize the emperor's grasp of knowledge and wisdom. So that was brought over, incorporated in lots of other styles, and it's still being used today, which is so fascinating. It was very predominant in the 1700s and part of the 1800s in Europe, and then when Chippendale furniture began incorporating it and was then later made in the United States, we, the folks here in the United States, as we do, transformed it and from a dragon's claw into mostly you'll see that as an eagle talon, and the eagle wrapped around the ball. So you'll see a lot of American-made furniture having that symbol and that style in it, which we have a few pieces of that in our house too. So it appears that as long as human beings have been in existence and been artistic and creative, they've been using nature, animals, trees, all sorts of symbols, and incorporating it into our art as well as our furniture. And I think many of these pieces of furniture that we have are works of art. So thank you for going down this weird little exploration with me today and exploring all that there is to know about the feet and the foot fetish of furniture makers. So you can decide, they're either weird or unapologetically fancy. I'm going with unapologetically fancy. So I hope this week you do something unapologetically fancy yourself. Get out your dishes, your pearls, your fancy things, or set in your clawfoot bathtub and take a long bath. Whatever that is, just get out your good stuff and use it today, because you know what? We're not guaranteed it tomorrow, and you deserve the good stuff. So take good care, stay well, and best wishes from the Mystical Magical Mansion.